YouTube pipe community. This is Smarty Bob here in central Indiana. And where in 2 hours spring's going to arrive. They say here in Indiana spring arrives at about 5:25, 5:26. So that's a couple hours from now. So, and also if you're here to view this video today for pipes and tobacco, you could probably go on ahead and click off now because we're not going to talk about pipes and tobacco. I do want you to know that I'm smoking or puffing on a great cigar today. It's called an Undercrown Double Corona. And this was gifted to me by Captain Kirk. And you need to visit his channel if you haven't already, but I'm sure you have. He's got wonderful followers, does a good job. But since it's the first day of spring in a few hours, and it warmed up to the upper 40s here, it is time to go fishing. Now this time of year is where us old fishermen start digging out our rods and reels and figuring out what we're going to do, and I'd like to show you mine. First of all, this is a bait cast reel and rod, and I'm going to show you some pictures of some fish that I've caught over the years, and tell you that I was in the BASS club for about 7-8 years, participated in tournaments, caught a lot of fish, and my rod and reel are graphite. I use about 17-pound trilene test line. And here's my rig of choice. This is called a Tequila Sunrise Worm. That's about a 3/0 hook on there. Excuse me for fiddling around. And a slip sinker. And that's what I've used for years and years. I've tried buzz baits, spinner baits, you name it, I've tried it. Fish competitive like I did over the years. You learn to try everything. But all in all, this is a 6.5 foot rod, 7 foot rod. I got 3 rods and reels now. I used to have about 15. And this is what works for me. You'll see in some of my my pictures that I'm going to show you up here, over the years, I've had pontoon boats, I've had fishing boats. The two that you're going to see in the picture, you'll see a purple fiberglass fishing boat. That was a Raging Cajun XL, and it had all the depth finders on it, and trolling motors and live wells and everything you need to fish tournaments. Also, the second boat you'll see that I'll have a picture of is a Trailblazer boat. It's a cheap, inexpensive boat sold by the, can't think of the names. Anyhow, it also has a depth finders and trolling motors and stuff like that on it. So, and I'll show you pictures. If you take a look at these pictures, you'll notice that they're over probably about a 10 years time. So some are older than others. Some's taken in the spring, some's taken in the fall. In one picture, you'll see a little bit of ice around the edges, a little bit where ice was just off the lake and we was fishing in cold water. Other pictures, you'll see it's hot. And the last few pictures, you'll see, gee, I started making YouTube videos 2.5 years ago or so. And when I started, I was clean shaven. Then I grew a beard. You'll see my white beard. During that time, I was fishing also. So you'll see some pictures in there of me holding up a fish with my white beard. So I don't want to make this video too long. It's all about the first day of spring. It's all about wonderful memories in the past. And you remember that yesterday was a memory, tomorrow's a promise. But I hope you have a good first day of spring. Tomorrow will be the first full day of spring, but it's arriving here in a couple hours. Thank you, Kurt. Also in the pictures, you'll see my cameraman I had on the boat. You'll see how hard he was doing his job, and he caught some bass too. So yesterday was a memory, tomorrow's a promise. You all have a good day, and happy spring. Now, and just so you know, this is not staged. I got this hooked up. It's supposed to work every time. Only works half the time. So we'll see if it works this time, first time. No!